is Gilead Sciences, and that's a pharma company which has a focus on drugs for HIV and Hepatitis-C.
Right, so HIV, of course, is a massive issue for sub-Saharan Africa, and Gilead were the people that have developed a lot of the therapies like Truvada and what's the other one that you take, Atripla, which has got all the 3 bits of pieces in it. They got into some quite high-profile scrambles, though, related to a hepatitis C drug called Sovaldi, which was absolutely incredible because it basically cured people of hepatitis C, and there was nothing before. The problem was the company was charging like tens of thousands of dollars per tablet, and there's been some pushback from the medical aides about those rates, and accordingly the share price has been a bit of a wild ride.
Let's look at the wild ride that you're referring to.
Market cap there should pop
Yeah,
up.
market cap is $103 billion. Price to earnings ratio here of 6.9 and dividend yield of 2.4%.
Very low price to earnings ratio. Why is that?
And there's the share price.
That's
Right.
quite a big swing. So it was at a high of about 150, now it's at 80.
Yeah, so I think that's also helping bring down PE, because you've had historically very very high earnings growth from the company, but as you said, the Hep C medication, so it's the Sovaldi, and there's also Harvoni as well. The last set of results, they got absolutely crunched, and the growth there. Now that part of that is also got to do with Merck bringing in a new drug called Zapatir.
These names are amazing.
Yeah, Zapatir.
You guys have really done
So
your homework.
hang on,
there.
so and that's another drug for hepatitis C.
Which shows similar efficiency and is going to up the competition
So
significantly.
people were probably straight lining what they thought, the earnings were going to be, and now they're
and
like,
unfortunately they're going, wait, the earnings are not going to be there. And we can see, our forecasts are for negative earnings growth for the next 3 years. Add to that, like you said, a big portion of the company is HIV. It holds about 50% of the HIV market globally. And you've also just had GlaxoSmithKline launching a new drug. I don't have the name for that one, but that is also a direct competitor and looks like it's going to crunch sales. So
This sounds as though it's going hot.
Gilead, I don't know. Gilead, for me, a lot of competition coming into the industry. A lot was baked into the stock before. I think that has come out of the stock. Whether it's showing value now, it's very difficult. Remember, these companies are so reliant on the next blockbuster drug. If they don't come up with something, they've got simtuzumab, which is coming out soon, which again they're saying could be about $12 billion in sales. But
you still have to see that materialize before you actually make a buy decision.
There's a huge event risk in this one. If it pulls it off, it's going to go berserk. If it doesn't, I think there's more downside.
So this is a bit of a gamble. Otto?
look, it's got fantastic research chops internally. I mean, we sit here and think, well, that's nice, they invented AIDS drugs, but think how many people would be dead in this world if it wasn't for the fact that they had done the work they did. They got these products that end in MAB, which stands for monoclonal antibodies. That stuff is complex to manufacture. So maybe they're going to come it out, but I think what Gary has alluded to here is, but too much was baked in the cake, so I would avoid it for now.
Not hot.
Until it sort of rebases, so not hot.
Not hot.
Also not hot for me.